My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Contrary to what we said last episode, we are going to be running a completely different party. Well, I say completely different. There is one standout. That is going to be Botin, is going to be joining us once again. Basically, I felt like that I didn't have enough third line and fourth line damage in the last party, so now we've got fourth line, third line, and then all lines. So we have the ability to target the backliners. And that's going to be much more important because the Pelagic Shaman in this kind of area are particularly annoying in the amount of stress that they can deal, as well as the buffs that they can give out. So now we just need to worry about the itemization of our characters. Furnival. Oh boy. Crumbs. What do I do for you? Alright, let's do the obvious ones first, right? This becomes less obvious when we go for the Occultist and realize that we don't have another accuracy trinket. So how is the Occultist going to be guaranteed to stun if they're not guaranteed to hit? I don't want the Occultist to be in the same position that the Vestal was in last time. In particular of not being able to hit often. The problem is, I want Pesh, our highwayman, to be able to advance, duelist advance. And if I give Pesh... Sorry, if I give Botin the Prophet's Eye to increase their accuracy, lower their stress taken, and increase their speed, that's not going to be active for the first round. But I guess you already have an accuracy mod of +4. So what, I do like that and then dismiss his head. Then you can take the Sun Ring. I mean, it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's okay. This'll run. Our frontline stunner is going to... Ooh, I mean, I could also just change her to be... Yeah, actually, she'll just take that. That's a better idea. Because she's mostly just going to be, like, double stunning the enemies, and then everyone else is going to be dealing the damage. So she's going to have Stun Amulet and then Heaven's Hairpin. So she's not really there to deal damage. She's just there to be damage. Alright. What else can we do? You take Demon. You take the Demon's Cauldron. Do I really need an Ancestor's Map? I kind of want one. Crumbs. What do I give up for it, though? Maybe it's the accuracy here. Because Barbaric Yorp hits. Like, it just hits. It doesn't get dodged. It can't get dodged. It just hits, right? Like... Or maybe that's just false. Maybe it doesn't have a guarantee to hit. I think it does, though. Since it does no damage, it can't be dodged. The itemization for this party is a really difficult thing because this party is a lot more greedy than a lot of the parties I typically run. It's got a lot more damage than the parties that I typically run, in particular. I mean, what if I just gave you the Ancestor's Pen and then we went all damage all the time? I mean, we can do that, and then we can just use the camps for healing. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing that. So then, if you're dealing more damage, our back line needs to be faster and deal more damage. So you're going to be Crescendo. Yeah. So this is a party I wouldn't recommend doing, but I'm just gonna do it because it's been a long time since I threw Caution in the Wind and just ran like all out fuck you damage. And this is a party that is 100% all out fuck you damage. There is nothing but all out fuck you damage in this party right now. Okay, Botin. Great, your important ones, Pesh. You will take Open Veins, rather. Okay, no. Let's sort this. There we go, cool. And then there's just a little bit of equipment to upgrade. Teensy weensy bit. Was there anything else I wanted to do? I feel there was something else I wanted to do. There's always going to be people that I want to lock away and fix up and things like that. Let's lock away some of the people that I'm actually trying to level up at the moment, because they're the ones upon which I can't currently rely. Light sensitive tip. Neither of those is actually bad. Quick reflexes is actually really good, so I might want to lock that in on Jury here. In fact, I want to lock it in so badly that I'm just going to. Cambrai, known cheat, deviant taste, tippler, that's fine. Slugger is a little bit good for you. Megamania. I mean, Brave Youth's not really good, not really bad. Okay, locking out things like Guilty Conscience and Egomania are going to be pretty important. I thought we had another one down here that was actually worse. No, we don't. Okay. Let's lock out Egomania. Actually, the next thing that I'm going to do, and this is going to be fun, is quickly translate some deeds. Beautiful. Get myself 4 portraits, and we are going to pick up the House of the Yellow Hand. It's not actually going to help us on this mission. Yeah, no, I do have a Highwayman. Okay, so they will have plus 2% crit as well as plus 5% scouting chance. Yeah, I am really, really keen to get all of those built. Okay, I'll take a little bit more food than I usually would on a mission like this, just because of the fact that we have an occultist as our main healer. We do also have a self-heal here. In fact, I'll go level that up to 3 just in case. We have 2 dodging characters in the backline. We have a self-heal. We also have a guard. So we have a bunch of defense mechanisms. I'm not particularly threatened here. That's pretty much all I need to take. Yeah, we'll take about that. Crumbs, I actually have to go back if I want to level that up. You know what? Fuck it. I ain't scared. See me shake? Fuck no. Let's go.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Nice.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Solid stress there. Solid stress. Alright, well, start with the obvious one. Take out the Thrall before we do anything else. One down. Doesn't leave a corpse, so now we have the easy activation to hit these deep stingers with the standard hit. Oh, come on. Everyone's just picking on Pitié. It's really rough. Great, now I can't actually hit that target. I guess I'm going to yell at you both then. God! Can you lay off of Pitié for a moment? Easy.
Annihilated.
We do a ridiculous amount of damage. That's for certain. But that's not gonna matter if they manage to lock us down in the first round and then just wipe one of our teammates out. Bleed. Okay, now we just have this Pelagic Guardian left. I really should start setting this up. Yeah, I hit the debuff, so now he's slower as well as has lower bleed resist.
Unforgiving.
We have to do the stress heal every round because we need to start taking care of this stress. 65 versus 145, I could stun you. You don't get stalling triggers against this target, so we're completely fine to just continue trying. That is to say, continue trying to stun. Okay, beautiful. He now has 3 rounds to live. I think I'll actually just let him live them out naturally. Okay, as you do that as an attack. Beautiful. And then I yell at you, and then we're covered for a couple rounds. All is good. Alright, heal us up. Good. We actually managed to heal a lot of stress over the course of that. Unfortunately, that crit isn't going to do anything for us because it wasn't against an alive target, or rather, it did not include a live target in the attack. It's the actual metric. Good. I love that that's just hitting every single time. Okay, you're dead, so I may as well kill you myself, see if I get the 3 stress heal, which I do. We've got a bunch of extra torches, so we'll just carry that on the way back just in case we want to turn our light out to pick it up. Again, same thing. What's your 50. I can't have you do it. Come on.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
That was an 80% chance for that disarm. Bollocks, I say. Bollocks.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
Yeah, just to collect 2 treasures on the... Well, 3 treasures on the way back, including the one in this room. I don't think I'm going to turn out my lights. Alright, Pelagic Shaman up in the back line. Oh, that's perfect. 6 was the lowest I could roll. It was 6 to 12. Like, I have to stun the front 2. I guess I just hope that this guy goes for Dismas. There we go. Hey!
The formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, that guy was never going to be hitting the Highwaymen because he can't target them. Not in that line.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Good crit! Unfortunately on a character that doesn't really need crits, but good crit nonetheless. Unfortunately, since we have kind of enemies that dominate the majority of their focus to the first 2 rows, our our riposte isn't particularly effective of late, to say the least. I really wish that I actually had the self-heal. I'd be running it right now instead of Iron Swan, actually. Just since I have so much backline damage. We'll give you another turn alive. Yeah, mostly because I want another turn to heal, but... you can see how that's working. Quite well, as it turns out. Stress reduction.
A faint hope blossoms.
Right, damage stone, get out of my inventory. Start opening these up naturally with keys. That gold is probably the next thing to go. What? Show me the money. There we go. And already been looted. Rude. Really want to get a scout so I don't have to walk around that entire circle bend. Since I have Sanguine Vinters and I'm actually not going to be incurring Crimson Curse, I guess, unless I really want to, anytime soon, I am pretty likely to ignore all blood drops. The thing that I'd really like to see is, is exactly that. Because I get to remove Phenegatophobia from Furnival, and that is locked in and also really fucking bad. It's plus 20% stress at light levels higher than 75%. At 75% or higher, rather. Okay, we can open that with a shovel. But my highest bleed resist character should just be the one to open it. Cool. I can avoid that battle, as well as check this room while only having to retrace one corridor. If I just move into that corridor, quickly take that, and then loop back down, kind of like a U shape. God damn it. This is what happens when I don't bring scouting trinkets.
With a singular purpose.
Egomania is the next one to go. This is why I brought so much of the medicinal herb. Not for purging debuffs, although in later versions of this dungeon, that's a totally reasonable thing to do. Okay, easy. I could buy myself a round, stun everyone. It's probably a good idea, actually. I've got two quite speedy characters up in the back line who are very likely to be able to take advantage of this in the next round. Probably kill the pelagic grouper before it gets an action. I've also... Oh, shit. I've done that so that I move my highwayman just a little bit more forward. Lead. Good. And nice crit. To try and get the ripostes, but as it turns out, not necessary. Nor helpful. Oh, god damn it. And instead we get crit and our response gets dodged. God damn it. It is it's not the composition of our party is the weird thing. The fact that we've taken so much stress is not actually the fault of the composition of our party. Because if anything, this party should be better at dealing with stress. By virtue of a higher amount of rolled criticals. The problem we're really running into is just an absurd amount of getting hit by traps and things like that. So it's traps especially have been particularly frustrating. I'll be the first to admit. Running without the scouting trinket has turned out to be a poor idea. I know, what a surprise. But also just a ridiculous amount of focusing on certain targets. Like, we've actually hit a lot of really good stress heals, but you wouldn't know it to look at my stress values because we've just taken so much. Beautiful. Holy water can be used in one place in this dungeon. You know what? I'm actually going to free up the space to take it.
Trick of the light?
Simply because it could easily be the removal of a negative quirk. I always make sure the torch is above 75 as I move into a room so that I can guarantee that I have the highest chance to scout. Even if I've already scouted the next row, it gives you a high chance to critically scout as well. Oh, that battle just appeared. So that could easily be a collector. This is really good. I can actually kill the back line and move myself into a line where these pelagic groupers can hit me. Unfortunately, it does mean I forego a... Good. You know what? I'm actually fine with this. I'm just going to stress heal. It does mean I have to go with the stun. But as long as we get riposte on these, I'm okay with that. Good. They dealt 16 damage, I dealt 16 damage. Only seems fair. Only healed by 8, but you know, actually I only healed by 3. I have to take risks right now to make sure that I can reduce the stress. I mean, I can camp. Totally reasonable thing to say. Rhapsody, have you forgotten about the fact that you have camp? No. I just don't think I have a great amount of camping skills for removing stress. Yeah, in fact, I have none really that do that for me. Not on a large scale, at least. After this room, I should probably rest regardless, though. I'm down. Double strike on the pelagic grouper. Rough. It's not going to be enough. In fact, by exactly 1, it's not enough. Alright, I'll stun this pelagic grouper. How much did you get? You only got 40. Okay, so Yorp should be able to take them both. God damn it, can you stop bleeding him? Yorp should be able to stun both of them, but it really depends whether or not our Yorp goes first. Or if they do. I mean, they went first, but now the Yorp definitely will stun both of them. It was only slightly dodgy on the pelagic grouper because it had 50% resist and I have 145% chance on the stun. So, you know, 5% chance that it got resisted. Okay. Don't bleed him again. Have you got anemia or something? 30% and my chance should be 60 at base, right? 60, yeah. So each time it's been a 30% chance. And every single time I've managed to bleed my own highwayman. It's actually impressive. Stun the game for another turn. This is the really fun thing that Hellions can do in the early game. Just lock 2 targets down. They can do it in the late game as well, but then you run into issues with if the Hellion starts taking damage, what do? They ain't got the hugest HP pool for a frontliner. 36 versus a similarly leveled man-at-arms would be almost 50 by this point. Bleed him again. Sure, fucking 30% chance. So what was that? A 30, roll by a 30, roll by a 30. So there's a third, like about 3% chance for all of those to have managed to bleed me. Cool. Heals for 0. Oh, I'm just grumbling loudly to myself. As I am wont to do. That's 10 extra damage on top of that crit. Don't really need the extra key though.
Push on to the task's end.
Firewood. Camp it up.
Of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Okay, unparalleled finesse has to be run just because it's a ridiculous buff. She doesn't really do anything like along those lines. So you know what? I'm actually just going to run 2 encourages on our most stressed character. Easy.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
That can be purified with holy water if I recall correctly. I think the effect is lower stress. It's either holy water that purifies this or anti-venom. It's anti-venom. That's okay. Sometimes you have to make a mistake. Just to cement a reminder of what the actual truth is in your head. Beautiful.
Masterfully executed.
That was actually quite massively executed, I'll have to admit. I can probably take them out, actually. Since that wasn't a crit or a super high roll, I'll just use a stun. Bleed? Okay, Cultist Brawler is dead before he gets a turn. So your speed is 7 on the Deep Stinger. That's going to be really frustrating, because we've only got 2 characters that faster than that, and they're not guaranteed to act first. Yeah, rough. And crits, because why wouldn't it? Oh, no, we had 3 characters that were faster than that. Just double checking. That's stress heal there. I'm going to extend the fight a little. Stun the Deep Singer.
A death by inches.
Good. Good. And coup de grace.
The ground quakes.
Perfect.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah. There's even an increased scouting chance kind of thing that is available for the... What's his name again? Houndmaster, and I just don't have it. I just don't have that at the moment. So that's really frustrating. Would have made this so much better. The fact that you just moved actually incentivizes me to kill the Deep Stinger. Because I no longer get to prevent the movement of both of those characters, and I'm assuming the Cultist Brawler will be dead before it gets an action in the next round, since it has speed 5, and every one of my characters is equal to or faster than that. I'm actually so committed to that I'm going to take time to heal instead.
A devastating blow.
Figures. Alright, resort the party again, come on. Hey, finally. Good scout to have gotten. See a trap before us. Two room battles. Could easily finish both of those and then have no more room battles left. I think I'm running... Okay, cool. I'm on 4 torches at the moment. That's actually quite low. Madman is 100% the only target that we care about until it's dead. Beautiful. Oh, look! There's other targets on the board that we can worry about. Yeah, that works. If that didn't kill, it actually would have been impossible to supplement the damage there. I was thinking that I had the grab rather than Abyssal Artillery, which is the Demon's Pull. But I don't have Demon's Pull, so I wouldn't have been able to finish off that target. So I'm really glad that the Iron Swan high rolled there. 10 to 19, rolled 19. It had 17, 18, 19 as possible results for the kills, so... It's like a third of the time it was going to work like that. It worked out. Quite pleased. Set up our bleeds on the protected target. Not the guarded target, but the target that has high protection. Stun him again. Alright, we should be able to take out the Cultist Brawler before he gets an action in this round. With a liberal application of Blade to face. Nothing I do there is actually going to secure the kill right now, so I may as well stress heal. Okay. Self-heal. I guess I can, like, earmark a self-heal and a stress heal. In fact, I definitely can, because that's going to kill you. And across. Beauty. See if I crit. Eh.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Rough. You can actually give those dog treats, and I probably should have considered it there. I don't know if the dog treat gets you any better reward.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
That said, you know, I'd have a sample size of 1 after having done that, so how much it would help me is debatable. So the jab does less damage. Beautiful. Pitiu. Now is definitely time for a self-heal, mon frere. Good roll. No bleed as well. Hey! Good touch. Kill him.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I'll write it on a post-it note and put it right up next to my monitor. I don't want to fuck with that. Gives you a positive or a negative or something. Can't remember. I just know that it screwed me over once and I'm mad about it. Stupid fast pelagic shaman. It's actually kind of ridiculous that my Houndmaster has gone faster than their pelagic shaman the majority of the time so far. I hate when you waste a crit on a target that easily would have died to a normal attack and you already spent time investing in that normal attack beforehand to set up the normal attack kill. This is frustrating. Right, that's a buff that's really annoying. I'm gonna kill you because this is really frustrating. It's gonna be really annoying to kind of tease apart the enemies here. I may have best used that as a guard, actually. Yeah, 100%. 100% I should have just guarded there.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
I'm, at the very least, pleased with myself that as soon as I did it wrong, I was like, that should have been a guard. So if I lose a character due to that, at the very least, I knew what I'd done. Death's Door tick. Beautiful. Back on full health. Okay. It is worth noting, that's not really a coin flip, or it's not super lucky that he survived. It's unlucky when they don't. By default, they have 67% resist to death blow. So 2/3 of the time, they'll survive. Stun him. Good, good. Okay, if I let him get one action, I can cause one more action of my own. I'm actually not interested in letting that happen. Instead, I'll have the occultist act after. Damn it. Occultist decided to act beforehand. Whatever, I just wanted the occultist to get the kill.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Gives you a debuff. All right. Well, it's a debuff until camp. I actually may just camp right now. Sure. Just waste the torch before I camp. Don't mind if I do.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Okay.
The promise of safety.
Sure, I'll take a unburnt torch. Mind if I do? Come on, Acolyte. I forgot to reshuffle my party. Acolyte is dead, though. Ah. Please. Target the Repostman. Alright, I'm gonna stun both of them. This one's super slow, so it's basically stunned for 2 rounds. This one's super fast, so this will stun it for the only time that really matters. Good. Actually gonna let the occultist get the final hit on this for the possible stress reel. Release and heal, I tried to say at the time there.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright. Either this one or the next one or both are room battles. Okay, cool. So now we know this final one is definitely a room battle. I don't think I can take that. Primarily due to the fact that I don't have the ability to really come back from the brink. I also have all of the trinkets that it can give you. I have the torch, I have the bottle, I have the map. Torch, bottle, map. Torch, bottle, map, and there's another one. Hang on. Shambler trinkets. It's got 5 ancestral trinkets. It's got the tentacle idol, bottle, scroll, candle, map. I have all of those. There's no reason to fight it. Like, if the party was perfectly paired to do it, sure. But, wow, I forgot to reshuffle my party again. Oh boy, this is a bad idea. Good crit, though. Like, if I had a party that was still really well paired to do it, I might consider it. But my party's, like, okay with doing it at the best. And, as I was trying to say, mostly because I can't bring them back from the brink. If they are, you know, horribly low on HP, for example, I can't really reliably bring them back. I have loved removing negative quirks over the course of this, though. Dactomania, Thanatophobia. Goodbye to one of you. Actually, Dactomania is the one I wanted to remove more. I mean, this will last for one more battle. I'm trying to convince myself on your behalf. Lovely viewer, I am trying to convince myself to do this stupid thing on your behalf. Okay. They're both on 6 with 3 people faster. Nice riposte. That's actually going to be really handy. Crumbs. Beautiful. We actually get to prevent its turn. We should be able to prevent this pelagic group from getting a turn as well, since we have 3 people that are rolling a higher speed than it right now. Yeah, any one of them just could have rolled in time, but we would have been fine. Do I do it? Worst case scenario, I just bail on low HP. Whatever, okay, I'll do it. I mean, I may as well turn out the light then.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
I have holy water for everyone going into the fight, which is actually a really good thing to have. And I have debuff removal. Okay. Any skills I want to change? That's kind of useful, but not in this build, I guess. No. All remains as is. I guess, you know, one of you should take off your sun ring. This is not actually going to help you in this fight. It's just going to give you the 10% extra stress. Okay.
Behold the infinite malignity.
Stars. I mean, yeah, it could be worse, but this is still pretty bad because now I can't set up my riposte. Thankfully, I've been able to lower the bleed resist of the target, so I'm actually dealing a lot of bleed damage here. I might be in a position very soon. Good hit. It's really important to have one character that's faster than the 10 that these shambling sycophants have. Because if you can outspeed that, you can actually do a hell of a lot. Kill them before they buff themselves. Yeah, no, we can actually take out the Shambler pretty easily. Because we hit that first attack and then all of the bleeds going from then on, we've set up a kind of pace right now that is going to be really difficult for the boss to keep up with. Seven, bleeds 2. Okay, so you're dead. One more round after now. Okay, fine. Damn it. That was just to try and guarantee that that died. If I stun these two, this one will never get an action. And you can't resummon anyone this round. That's a shuffle. No? Okay, whatever. Resisted the bleed and the lowering, unfortunately. Right, another target that really needs to be killed. Well, I guess they're really weak for when I kill them next round. That should have been a dog treat there. It was the right timing for it. Yeah. That dog treat actually would have killed it this round. I guess I only really took one blight as a result of that.
Such a terrible assault.
We've also been quite lucky in not getting ridiculously crit. We've been crit a little, but not a ridiculous amount.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
All right, let's just stress heal. I think after this, we're not really gonna get anything from this. So, yay, we got a really, really small amount of money. Like an absolutely pitifully small amount of money. Quest is complete. But you know what? We did it.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
Satanophobia and Warren's phobe both situationally need to be removed. Neither of those are particularly good nor bad. All right. I think that covers this.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Cool. Just a couple trinkets there I actually really wanted to buy. There was the Beast Slayer's ring, of which I only have, I think, 2 so far. So yeah, that's compliment for my 3rd. So 3 damage dealers in a party. If you're running a super greedy party, then that's actually quite useful. And then I also picked up the surgical gloves, negative 20% to your move and debuff resist, but if you're going up against the right area, the right enemies, that doesn't really matter. And then it's +5 accuracy and +5 crit melee skills. Sometimes I run a high crit melee build. Sometimes. Not super often, but sometimes. And then there was one last thing I picked up. Yeah, a second copy for the Bright Tambourine, just in case I end up losing one. Alright, then we've also got these 6 different new people. Backtrack a straight. Nope. 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 Alright, well, that was super fucking effective. All of those, well, they don't all suck, but none of them are worth really ditching anything that we currently have in order to pick them up. Okay, so you're 70%, you're 80%. So if we completed 10% progress to the boss by completing a large mission, I don't know if progress is completed more for higher tiers, so I'm not entirely certain about that. But it looks like we're going to be working on another tier of one of these in the next episode. We could go for the Tin Flute. Kill the Garden Guardian. I think we might actually have the party for that. That is something, of course, I will have to assess over the course of the time between now and the next. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Your name has been Balthazar, which is a really, really specific name. Congratulations on that. It's actually got kind of like a prestige behind it. Well done, you. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.